All right, here are your notes for 2.4, connecting tables, graphs, and equations. You're going to need this information for your assignment today. So I'll put notes 2.4, connecting tables, graphs, and equations. Make sure you put today's date and a page number. All right, so first we're going to look at some plans for t-shirt companies. We have 3 students that have 3 very different plans, and some of them make sense, some of them do not. So let's look at Haley's plan first. I might do Haley's plan in a different color. I'm going to pick this plum color. All right, so this is her plan. This is plan 1. Her equation is y equals 5x minus 3. So this is like the t-shirt company where we were looking at the dollar for the shirts. So the dollar amount was equal to 5 and then n minus 3. And we had to figure out what that actually meant. N is your number of shirts. So her plan is, we have to kind of discuss what her plan is saying. I might even put off to the side because the 5 is next to the variable n. That means we have a rate of change. Every single shirt is going to cost $5. Okay, so I'm going to say it's $5 per shirt. But this whole minus 3 is a little tricky. That minus 3 is in the starting amount spot, so she's going to start with negative $3 in the whole. Which I guess if you're starting up your company, you're obviously going to have some startup costs, so maybe that $3, she's starting in the whole negative $3. But every time after that, she's getting $5 per shirt. So I'm thinking Haley's plan isn't too bad, but let's look at the table and see what happens. All right, so I'm going to put X and Y here. We're going to make a table, oops, to show from negative 5 shirts all the way to positive 5 shirts. Remember, these are your number of shirts. And then we're looking at the dollar amount. We're trying to find the dollar amount. So negative 5, negative 4, negative 3, 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Okay, so if following her plan, if she gets $5 to start, or $5 per shirt, negative 3 in the hole, if she doesn't sell any shirts, she's still $3 in the hole. So I'm going to put a negative 3 here. But as soon as she starts selling, she gets $5 for that one shirt. Have to take away the $3 we had to start. That leaves her with $2. And then if she sells 2 shirts, she's earned $10, but I had to take away the 3 to start, so that's 7. 3 shirts would be 15. Take away the 3, that gives us 12. And I'm hoping we see a pattern here. So if I were to look from negative 3 to 2, that looks like we added 5, which makes sense because our rate of change was adding 5. Add 5 here to get 7. 7 plus 5 gives me 12. 12 plus 5 gives me the 17, and then plus 5 more gives me 22. Now, working backwards, if we're adding 5 going forwards, following this pattern, we should be able to go backwards. So instead of adding 5, we'll do the opposite. We'll subtract 5. So that would put us at negative $8 per shirt, and then $5 less, which would put us at negative 13. And then $5 less would put us at negative 18. And then $5 less would put us at negative 23. $5 less would put us at negative $28. So, I mean, this plan is good as soon as you start selling shirts. Okay, let's look at this one. Let's look at Allie's plan. All right, and I'm going to use a different color for Allie. Let's say I'll do this blue color. Allie's plan is y equals negative x plus 6. Okay, so again, we're looking at dollars is equal to negative n plus 6. Now, there is a number in front of our variable here. It happens to be negative. Any number, there's a number I can put in front of anything and it doesn't change it. So there's actually a negative 1 here. So our coefficient happens to be negative 1. Our rate of change happens to be negative 1. Starting amount happens to be this 6. So off to the side, we'll kind of describe what's going on here, is that she's going to start with $6. But instead of adding for every shirt, this one's negative. This one's going to take away $1 per shirt. I don't know about you, but I don't know if I want my money to go away. All right, so let's look at this. So we're going to go -5, -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're going to start at 0. 0 shirts sold. She's still going to get that $6 to start. Now, if she sells 1 shirt, we take away $1. So that puts us at 5. And then we take away another $1 for her second shirt. So we have 4. And then 3, 2. It looks like we're taking away $1 every time going forward. And that would put me at 1 here for 5 shirts. Now, if we go backwards to fill out this table, instead of taking away $1, let's add $1. So let's say -1 shirt puts us at $7. Add $1 puts us at 8. Add $1 puts us at 9, 10, 11. So she's making more money if she takes shirts away, which I don't know if that makes sense to you, but they're going to ask you some questions about that later. All right, let's look at our third and final plan. This is Brandon's plan. And I'll pick a color for Brandon. I'll do this green color here. Brandon's plan, y equals 2. All right, so when we look at this one, there is no variable here. There's no rate of change. So this one just happens to be the y-intercept. So what does that mean? Y equals 2. Dollars equal 2. I'm going to say no matter what, he gets $2. There's no rate of change, so he's getting $2, and then after that, he's not getting anything. He's getting 2. He's getting 2. He's getting 2. So let's look at the table. 5, -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so at 0 shirts, he gets $2. At 1 shirt, he's not getting any more, it's not getting any less, he's getting $2. 2 shirts, $2. 3 shirts, $2. 4 shirts, $2. 5 shirts, $2. Every single time here, we're increasing 0. Still a constant rate, we just have a constant rate of 0. So one way we could have written this was y equals 0x plus 2. We're saying we get $2 to start and then $0 after that. And if I work backwards, I would have to subtract 0, which would keep me at 2, keep me at 2, keep me at 2, keep me at 2, keep me at 2. No matter what, he's getting 2. All right, so I think your job on 2.4 is to kind of look at these plans and answer some questions about them. So you might have to graph them. I'm not sure. I don't remember. It's been a long time. But there should be an assignment called 2.4, Connecting Tables, Graphs, and Equations. And it has to deal with these 3 plans. So make sure you have these down. in your notebook so that you can refer to them when you do your assignment. Thanks, guys. See you on the next day I see ya.